Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. And today's video I am playing Great League. Yo, I thought I changed. Oh, are these old battles or something? Wait, 1 second. Yo, I am sure I... Okay, what do you call it those? Okay, wrong one. Let me go back and change it. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Okay, this is the actual battle. Sorry guys, because I edited the battles, but for some reason I did not click start editing. Like I finished cutting like the queue times in between, but what I didn't click is like start, putting them together. So I'm back to playing Ultra League. Why? Because I got bored in Great League, to be honest. It's all like medilicky stuff, and I'm like, I like to use Shadow Dragonite. And here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip. Okay, in this matchup, if you let them throw and you don't throw, and you throw by the time you have 2 Dragon Claws, the first one you throw will be ideal timing, perfect timing. So that's how I did it without even looking. I don't need to count to do that. Okay, so we ended up catching it. I don't know why I'm catching, to be honest. I could just Dragon Breath down. Because I won the 2 since like Dragon Breath does way more damage. But you know what? It's never a bad idea. Okay. Opponent ended up having a Venusaur, and honestly, Venusaur probably the most underrated Pokemon in Ultra League because it beats Poliwrath, Greedent. It beats Poliwrath, Greedent, all the water, Greninja stuff. Steelix, it's a neutral matchup, but you can win the 0, I think. And you destroy Virizion as well. So it's a dominant matchup for Venusaur. I don't know why people don't run it enough. Maybe Giratina just skids this thing away. Opponent ended up baiting. Now we have a big problem here, which is Jellicent. So how do we beat the Jellicent now? I have no idea, to be honest, because all I need is to put it low on health. And now I need to go to Greedent to make sure that they throw all of their energy. They ended up doing 2. That was actually good counting on their end. They threw right before I get to the crunch. And now I need to Moonblast it. We get a frame drop there, and we ended up doing 1 extra fast move, but it's never a bad... Okay, so I ended up throwing here the game because I forgot for some reason that Meteor Mash is resisted by Jellicent. How? I have no idea, okay? So let's just move on to the next game. Yeah, I should have won that game, by the way. But yeah, I somehow had a, what do you call it, brain freeze, and my brain stopped thinking. And we ended up throwing on bad timing. So I swapped, opponent swapped all at the same time. They ended up going to Cobalion. And if you guys were paying attention, my Dragonite got lower on health before theirs because I ended up being late to enter the battle by 1 turn. So that 1 turn gave them 1 extra Dragon Breath, and it's super effective in a Shadow Dragonite meal. It ended up doing way more. This is a dominant matchup for Clefable. I believe I win the 0-1 if they decided to shield, and as long as you call a bait, and we ended up calling a bait. So they brought the Tapu Fini. All we need to do is just to get to a move here, and they ended up catching on Dragonite. I don't care about this catch. You know why? Because now I'm just gonna outnumber them. We are up a shield as well. They saw the Greedents, like there is no way they win, and they ended up top lefting. So let's move to the next battle. Okay. We're playing Rotten Peanut, one of the OG players. Like I remember, I used to play him back in season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's a very nice person, and he is a Ultra League Chad. So like he's always one of the people who hit hit high on the leaderboard using an Ultra League. He ended up catching here on 4, which is actually a good play by them. Like he ended up getting back some fast moves and catching in a dominant matchup. So here, I think they ended up getting lower than they should be, but this is not bad because if them getting low means one thing: they don't have Stone Edge. That's like the main analysis, because if they have Stone Edge, they would have just killed this and just Stone Edge my Dragonite, right? So here, I'm gonna shield 1 because 2 Sacred Sword KOs, and I'm gonna let this one go because again, you guys saw them getting lower on health before throwing, which means they don't have an answer. So which means they don't have the Stone Edge. So I actually still don't know how to play the Clefable into Tapu Fini matchup. I've never checked the Sims, and I've never ended up like, I needed to throw the other one, to be fair. Here, I don't know why I threw before getting to the move. Now we need to throw another one, and if they catch, they win. But can they catch though? Okay, we just insta throw. And at this point, if I land this, I am sure I can Dragon Breath all the way down. We did end up Dragon Breathing down, and they have 1 HP 2 Pokemon. Sorry, a Skunk and a 1 HP Virizion. And we win the game. So GG to Rotten Peanut. Well, moving into the next one, we have a Swampert in the lead. Swampert technically doesn't have a great matchup against the entire team, because I believe Swampert into Greedent is so scuffed. Greedent used to dominate the Swampert matchup when you have Bullet Seed, because Bullet Seed just ends up doing so much damage, even though it doesn't. It's a bad offensive fast move. It's good for energy generation, but that's it. So here, I need them to no shield, because I don't have a Charizard answer. If you look at my team, and they ended up no shielding, which is actually ideal for me. And now here's the thing. If I shield a Blast Burn, I can outpace, and they ended up throwing a Blast Burn, because people don't generally bait bulky Pokemons, because if you call the bait, it's just a bad situation for them, right? Swampert doesn't have that much health. And okay, here's the thing. Okay, this is a huge mistake by the opponent. If you have Registeel, don't save shields for Registeel. Use your shields on anything that's not Registeel. Why? Registeel is a bad Pokemon to use shields on. Registeel is OP when shields are down. Registeel is OP when you need a shield advantage. But in this situation, look at this. I'm gonna make him shield Body Slam. But if they shielded Charizard, they would have ended up sweeping with the Charizard, because Charizard just hits way harder, and saving Charizard with like shields always comes in handy. Look at that. We get the defensive drop. And now my opponent having 2 shields that won't do anything for them, let's be honest. They Focus Blasted there. I think you should always Zap Cannon here, because 2 Zaps KO, you'll still need 2 Focus Blast. I overfarmed slightly, and now if they catch, I'm just going to try to catch, but they did not catch. Okay, so we still go for the Crunch here, because it's a neutral, Body Slam is resisted, and we need a defensive drop. I think I lived the Focus Blast Burly here. Yeah, that's why I said if you're in this matchup, always throw Zap Cannon. Don't throw Focus Blast unless you want to Focus Blast and then swap out and farm down with Virizion, stuff like that. That's like the only situation where you could do that. So I am at 2 fast move. I think I'm supposed to get to my Meteor match before they get to the big move, and I ended up throwing this. I am not counting here, to be honest. If I'm counting, I should be doing more, and we should win this game, because Registeel with shields sucks. Let's be honest. We have three hard answers to this Giratina, so whatever they swap in, we should be fine. And Clefable, I don't know if you guys know this, beat Steelix in the 0. Why? They need 3 EQs. You need 3 Moon Blast to KO them. You get them before they get to 3. So you should be good to go. If you land the Moon Blast debuff, you beat the non-shadow Steelix and the 0 if they have like a rank 1. So now all we need to do is just to land this move and farm all the way down. So I intentionally threw that move, and because I wanted to farm all the way down. So they get to this move, and now they swapped, and I totally forgot that they swapped in. And I'm like, I'm over farming, because for some reason I thought that their Steelix fainted. So if you see me over farming, because I was expecting them to swap out, and I wasn't even looking at the screen when they swapped out. I'm like, why aren't they swapped? Why didn't they swapped out? And then that boy Jay in chat, he said they are locked in. I didn't know what he's talking about, because I wasn't even looking at the screen. So now we see the Registeel. I'm not gonna shield here. And we go straight Crunch. Hopefully we get a debuff. Why am I still here? Why don't... Okay, I'm just gonna try to put them in superpower range and wait until they throw, so I can outpace them. So we know shield, we go to Dragonite, and we superpower. And this game should be a GG, I think. There is no way this game can be flipped. And they bring the Steelix. Yeah, because Steelix had 1 HP, so that's why I thought... okay, since every opponent so far swapped out, tried to catch a Dragon Claw, I'm just gonna stay in. So I swapped Blinded to Greedent, because I thought they have a Cobalion in the bag, but to be fair, if they have Cobalion, they would have bring Cobalion, and Signal in chat is right. You have a Meteor Mash Clefable. He is correct. So here, you are supposed to go to Clefable. There is no way they have Cobalion with those two. If they have Cobalion, they would catch on Cobalion or on Steelix. They would be like a Dragonite double steal, right? So I was able to flip this, but it doesn't matter that much. And I think I'm in a bad spot now because I need the Greedent for their Tapu Fini in the back, because at this point they can win this as long as they land Moonblast. And for me to win this, I need to call a Surf bait. We're going straight Meteor Mash at this point. And I swap. Why did I swap here? Well, me swapping, it's not the end of the world, but now I just put them in 1 Meteor Mash range. But that was unnecessary, to be honest. Now, looking at this, and I tried to call the bait. It ended up being a nuke, and we should lose this game. Very well played by the opponent, actually, and GG. Moving into the next one, we have Dragonite into Registeel. This is a scuffed matchup. And every time I throw Superpower, they end up shielding. Every time I Dragon Claw, they no shield. So what's the ideal play? Just Superpower, to be honest. You getting a shield is way better than you baiting and them no shielding. At least when they shield, you're getting something out of it, okay? Chat spamming question mark for a reason I don't know about. I have no idea why they are doing that. They do that every once in a while. Like every 5 minutes on my live stream. I'll be live on my twitch.tv when this video will be up on Twitch, on YouTube. So when you see this, if you see this video that has been uploaded for like less than 2 hours, that means we are live on Twitch. Now, all we need to do is just to spam these moves. We don't need to shield here. We call baits, even though this KOs, because we have a Clefable, and Clefable, to be honest, is so amazing. For those people who would be like, I don't have a rank 1 Clefable, should I do a lucky one? I have a lucky one, and it's not good enough. Why do you need the rank 1? There is many matchups. One of them is Cresselia in the 0. You beat Cresselia in the 0 if you have a very XL Clefable. You beat Jellicent in the 0 if you have a very XL Clefable. You beat Greedent in the 0 and in the 1 if you have a very XL Clefable. There is another matchup. You beat Melmetal, I think, up a shield, if you have a very XL Clefable. Another one, there is another one actually. You beat Steelix in the 0 if you have a very XL Clefable, while the lucky one cannot do that. So why did I Meteor Mash here? Because I need 2 moves, and if I throw the other one, I don't. So this is like the matchup why you need a very XL one. Look at that, guys. Look at this Moonblast. And see? The lucky one would die there. So that's why I need the XL one to win that matchup I did. So thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these battles, make sure to leave a like on the channel, make subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.